Okay, well, we've looked in the trunk, we've seen the workings of that big rear wing and why it stays stable, because it seemed like at the speed that they rip off the car, but they did a lot of work to make sure that didn't happen. But they also did some things up front that are also interesting to take a look at, so we're going to take a look in the front of the car as well.
One of the things people, and I myself, you know, thought or didn't know either, but it was a misconception. The fender scoops on these cars and the Superbirds, they're more decorative with the cars that people drive around. And the Daytonas, there's actually a hole in a grill screen in here. And people originally thought it was for tire clearance, and it actually wasn't. It was actually one to help get a little bit of heat from the brakes, but more importantly, it pulled air out from under the car so it didn't build up pressure and cause the car to lift. So this was a spot where the air could vent out.
So you can see those in there?
Yeah, if you take a look, you could probably see, might be difficult, they're a hole about that big with a little screen on them.
Oh, a little shaded, but I can see with the naked eye. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. See if I can zoom in again here. Okay.
Well, I can maybe turn the car around and you can see it.
Oh, not a major deal. We know that it's there, so it can be seen from underneath.
Right. Yeah, actually, yeah. If you shine right up here, you can see. Actually, you're probably right about there. That's the grill screen.
Okay.
And the underside, if you look, you see that piece of primer right here going up and down. That, yes. We tried to replicate what this would have been like when it was disassembled. That's why the bottom of the latch tray is gray, and the whole upper part of the fender is gray. You see where we tried to do the undercoating, where those guys did, and that gray primer spot where there were it was a part of the charger that was bolted there. That when they unbolted all the charger stuff, that would have just been a leftover bare spot of primer.
Okay.
So we left that. We tried, the guys at Graveyard tried to replicate that. So that's why I say we tried to make it as accurate as we could on my budget. I'm just a high school shop teacher, and you know, I had 2 daughters that I helped raise. You know, I was divorced, and so we did what we could on the budget that we had.
I'll tell you what, really nice work for anybody's budget, much less the budget that you had.
Yep.
Okay, we've looked at the ins and outs. We know why they did, what they did, and how they did. So now we get to the interesting part. This is the interesting part for me. We're actually going to take the car out on the road, see how it drives, see how it runs. But here's where the big surprise came in for me. The Daytona and the Superbirds, one of those cars that they were new when I was a kid, and I fell in love with them right away. I was hoping one of these days I'm going to get to drive one of these cars, own one of these cars. As time goes on and the price goes up, you realize that probably ain't going to happen. Well, it did happen. He actually gave me the opportunity to drive this car. Huh. I was amazed. Oh, this is nice.
So what do you think?
I love it. It's got that old school Chrysler power steering. Breathe on the steering wheel and the car turns. I love the way it rides.
For it.
Oh yeah. That's what a 440 Magnum feels like. Nice. Just got to get a speeding ticket. Why not?
Left.
Why not get it in a Dodge Daytona, you know? I like the narrow steering wheels because you can see the gauges nice. It just fits better than in your hands than today's big padded, overly safe ones.
Right. Okay, now stop here. I'll shift for you.
All right.
Torque it up a little bit. Brake,
right.
pedal. More. Okay, floor it.
This thing is a rocket ship.
That was my friend John Giannetti that built the motor for me. He really knows how to build them. We can probably just pull up here and figure out what we want to do.
Alrighty. Open this parking area
Yeah.
here? Okay. Wow, this is water, man. I'm not driving this thing through water.
What's that?
I'm not driving this thing through water. No way. Oh wow, this is just amazing. Let's see if it's a little drier down here. So this is what people like to take their dogs, huh?
Yeah. It's a county park. They do the soccer games here for the youth.
Okay, let's take her down into here. It's nice and dry. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Good.
Thing is a rocket ship. Amazing.
How'd it sound?
Well, thanks so much for spending some time with us.
Well, I'm glad you came out. Glad you were able to film the car, and hopefully, you know, it was informative.
Yes, I do believe it was. I think a lot of people will be interested in the information that you had and know a little bit more about these cars, because not a whole lot of information out there anymore.
All right, great.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Well, there you have it. What a magnificent car. The thing was like brand new, and the experience of actually getting able to drive one, check one off the bucket list. I'm completely amazed. Even if you aren't particularly crazy about the style of the Charger Daytona, there's no denying that the technology that went into it made better for high-speed racing, made cars more stable. My own car benefited from that technology. If you ever look at a second generation Trans Am, you'll see they are air handling marvels, and they followed that car. I was pretty impressed with it. I was pretty impressed with Tom, just a regular guy working a regular job and having one of the premier muscle cars of the age. So all in all, pretty good day. pretty good way to start out the series, and I hope you liked it. I hope you come back for the next one. So I guess that's it for us today. I'm Dan Davis, and this has been American Vintage. We'll see you later.